Alrighty folks, welcome back to part 3, is it? I think it's part 3, or maybe part 4, who knows? No, it's part 3 of our journey today with TransPennine Express on our way across the Pennines. From here at York all the way to Leeds today. So what we'll do is, I'm just going to get my train ready. So I'll quickly get my notes up as well. I'm being a bit disorganised today. My second attempt at a video today, and both have gone predictably well. So it's a 30 limit on departure, so I'll do that. Release my DRA, reverse forward, take power. And there we go. Oh, well, yeah, I was going to say, so actually, if I got that, that's just a immediate, straight into emergency, bring the train to a stand. Hello, guard, what's up? But yeah, I was going to, yeah, I'm being disorganised, so it's fine. Power on. Let's roll. So today we are running, like I say, all the way through to Leeds. It's a fast run, 25.52 miles exactly, and it's actually quite a fast one. Like when I say it's fast, it is actually quite fast as well. So yeah. So you can see the North Network Rail Rock, the Rail Operations Centre on the right hand side there as we leave York. These are actually way more quieter. Oh crap, I screwed up. That would help. So we'll just stay in diesel mode for now. And there we go. So yes, we do actually have to. We have to be below 10 miles an hour to change over. So that's why you change over at York. You don't change over on the fly. Basically, the overhead line does like the shock of having a pan put back up under it. So as soon as we clear this crossover, we go up to 90. By the way, you can see you've got the wonderful little pacer coming in there, class 144. They're all gone now. Unfortunately, there isn't an unbranded variant of that because I'm using the Major Wales skins. So you just have to pretend that's unbranded. And we'll just put 90 in the box and let's go. So on the right hand side, that's Holgate sidings. And the power is just, like I say, we're fully open on the throttle now, so you can hear, if I lean back here, and you can see we are pan down, fully dieselified, and running as fast as we can. So yeah, after Leeds, there's only 2 parts left to this video. So after we get to Leeds, there's only 2 parts left. That's the Leeds to Manchester, and then Manchester to Liverpool. However, I am going to be taking a quick break over the Christmas period from these videos. I'm planning to do some more sort of Christmassy themed stuff if I can. That, you know, who knows, these may come back a bit sooner. I may do like one over the Christmas period, but it'll not be like the regular route learners that you'd normally be used to seeing from me. There you go, there's your heads up. We are going to hopefully do some, like I say, just some stuff that's a bit more Christmassy themed, because it's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm hoping to actually build a model railway this Christmas, but I'm actually going to be building it over Christmas though, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge to get the videos turned around for it. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff that's going on at the moment actually. So I've got a new cosplay costume delivered today that I am going to be wearing for work on Monday. That's how quick my turnarounds are at the minute, guys. I'm just like freaking, let's go, you know. But yeah, actually, just to get this redelivered to myself, but that's fine because I don't actually no, I do have ID, so that's fine. I can go and get that tomorrow morning. And I'm doing, yeah, like I say, that got delivered. I'm meeting one of my friends this weekend. I hope we're doing some princess stuff. I think that will be the stuff in relation to them, but I'm not actually sure looking at this tracking code. So that'll be fun. Total items 1. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. And then, yeah, just quite a bit of stuff to do, really. So the clearance, number of clearance area. Yeah, so we are up to 100 now. I do believe I've missed the sign. We're passing Colton Junction now. Colton Junction, when you on the train's going to the left there, that's basically the main line. Oh no, sorry, We're approaching Colton Junction, we're not past it yet. Because that's the single track, that's a bit of a weird thing on the main line. Give a cheeky wave. That's a Blackpool to York South, I think. But basically, at Colton Junction, which comes up ahead, you get the trains diverge to the left to go south towards Doncaster. And it is the newest built until HS1. It is the newest new track built in the UK, believe it or not. So, in the days of British Rail and the days of the Flying Scotsman, the East Coast Main Line ran via Selby. However, there was a coalfield there, and basically, National Coal Board wanted to pull the coal out. British Rail said, "No, you're going to wreck the track, mate." So National Coal Board said, "Well, we'll put some new track in for you around it," and that's how they got to mine it. So you go, we're at line speed now at 100 miles an hour. So yeah, you can see the little crossovers there of stuff. Like I say, it just gives you quite a bit of flexibility what the tracks can do. The way I generally sort of look at this route on the left there, that's sort of the slow tracks and the lines towards Hull. So if you go from York to Hull, you'll go via this route here. It doesn't feel like, you see, I've been driving like small trains recently. I did, like the last video I recorded was actually East London line. That's not coming until the spring, I think, but well, until January now. But yeah, bear in mind this video is being recorded at the end of October. Okay, so that's how far ahead I am on content. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Green aspects. Yeah. So like I say, and it's just, I'm like, my sensation of speed, you know, I don't often look at the speedometer when I'm judging my speed on approach. I'm looking out the window, and you know, I haven't looked at the speedometer here to realise I'm actually doing line speed. So I'm thinking I could pick the speed up a bit, but no, I'm running at line speed. I think it's quite wide here as well. You know, not much nearby. I think there is a train on that slow line to our left. I'm just seeing the automatic signals change as we go past. So oh, there's another IET. Is another Nova coming our way? Give him a wave. Looks like A150, quite a boxy little train. So yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good day. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, it's a good start of the week. Like I say, mine was a bit patchy. I'm recording this on Thursday night. My week this week has just been a bit rough. Oh, he's against a red. I think he's waiting for us. Oopsie, sorry, mate. So what we'll do is we'll just take a reasonably sharpish break until we get it down to 70. I'll just set my speed bug down to 70 just so we remember. Because we're in diesel mode, the train won't automatically brake now. So if I release the train from brake, you can see it'll just sit there at 80. But I need to be down at 70 passing Church Fenton, which is the next station here. So just take a bit of a sharper brake application just because I was showing something off there. And then back on the power. So the 70 limit is just for this curve here that takes us on the line towards Leeds. So if you go straight ahead there, that's the line towards Hull. I think the train that we passed there is actually going towards Leeds, but it's one of the stoppers. So I'm just keeping an eye out for the speed increase. I think it's in this area here, actually. I think it's just one of the signs that I don't unfortunately have downloaded. I'll give it till this next level crossing here and then go up to 90. Yeah, yeah. There we go, 90 in the box. So just let the train accelerate itself up again. Like I say, You do get a little bit of the motor noise here, but you wouldn't actually hear this, fun fact, because the way the 800s are set up is the driving cabs, or the driving trailers, are trailers, so they don't actually have engines fitted. And it's incredibly quiet when you sit in first class. You do not hear the engines at all. So yeah, when you in first class or in one of the basically the lead coaches, the driving coaches, incredibly quiet. There's another class 150. Oh, it's the special. Yeah, it's a 5 car, and it's the Tour de Yorkshire livery. I can't remember what it's called properly. It's got a proper name to it. So I'll just quickly mess with my notes there. There we go. So yeah, like I say, hopefully you guys are having a good little day. Mine's been going pretty well. Like I say, work was rough, but then I got the notification that Alphabet had been delivered, and I've done the unboxing for her. That'll be released on my cosplay channel by now. Oh my god, that dress is amazing. Like, it literally, it weighs a ton, but I absolutely love it. I'm getting a proper witch's hat to go with it, actually, in the long term. Unfortunately, I've had to get like a little one in the short term, just because, yeah, you know, it was a bit of a last minute thing that I did the witch's hat purchase, but yeah. Yes, it's just like I say, it's quite a cruisy little drive, this one. I'm not sure why all these leaves appear across the track, and it does happen a lot in this area. So we'll just look in the cab. We can do a quick cab tour because we've not done that in a few parts. So we've got the headlights set up here, so we have to run them in full. Normally you'd have them dimmed, but because you don't have the yellow front, we've got to have them in full mode. There we go, we can look at the front again. You've got markers, which is for shunting in the depot. Tail lamps, if you're at the back, like I say, dimmed. You can't actually tell the difference, I don't believe. Like, if you look at the externals here, you know, you can't tell the difference when you look at them in the game, but in reality, they are noticeably brighter. Yeah. You've got your AC controls, which are a little bit different on the production models as far as I'm aware. You've got your cab lighting. I do apologise, I just saw the result there, so I wanted to look up. Is Garforth we're approaching? It is. So, as we're approaching Garforth, well, it's after this curve, I believe. No, is it? No, it is. No, it isn't. Oh, nailing 19. No, I don't believe this is Garforth. I do apologise. It'll be the next station after this one. We basically, after Garforth, we start heading downhill. So you have to start paying attention to what the train's doing, basically. Just going to notch 1 for now, just to keep that power off. That's Garforth there, though, so I'm going to go idle. And I'm actually just going to put a notch of brake on, just to bring us back to about 85. Alrighty, so that was Garforth. Like I said, I'm just going to skim that speed off. And just actually set us to 85 like that. I think that's Garforth at least. I could be very much mistaken. And if I am, I'll be upset. But hey. So we'll just keep an eye on the speed posts. I think I may have just skimmed some speed off that without needing to have done so, but oh well. Just monitoring that speed. I mean, it went a little bit high there, but I think I may have been a bit overzealous in my notes, or I might have misremembered what Garforth looked like. Like I say, I do route learning, but I'm not actually like a competent train driver. You will have noticed this by now. If you haven't noticed this by now, then your powers of observation are worse than mine. Yeah, so you got your DOO screens. They're not simulated. Yeah, this is definitely the downslope starting though. Just monitoring it. Door release controls for the left-hand side. CCTV event. So what the crew can do is when you go higher, so someone's just been battered, you press the CCTV event button and it puts a little flag in the footage, so it's just easier to find when the CCTV person comes through to deal with it. Fun fact, of all the Hitachi stock on the East Coast, there is one person whose job it is to go through the CCTV. They're based at Craig and Tilly Depot. Don't say they're called Susan, but I'm not actually sure, and I wouldn't like to, you know, give A, bad gen, and B, you know, intentionally mislead my audience. Because that would be most unprofessional. And I'm missing platforms still. Oh well. I do think I have all the requirements, but it is what it is. We go past about 85 mile an hour, you barely notice. So we're creeping high, but it's nothing too dangerous at the moment. As soon as we get closer, I'll be tapping my brakes. We are going to start getting checked down. And I think it's a 70 post. Wave to the spotter. There's our Morpeth board. Well, there's our warning, I should say. I don't think I've seen the Morpeth board. But what I'll do is I can just put the brake on now and bring us back down to 70. And again, we'll just put 70 in the window, just as a reminder to slow down. There you go. So just leave the train idle and just coast. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, doesn't matter if we drift slightly above 70, I can just keep an eye on the curve and make sure we are below as we go past. There's a 225 sitting on shed. This is Neville Hill. You can see the depot's sort of almost pet Gronk there. The EMT liveried Gronk. Some HSTs. They're all gone, well, except for the cross countries, of course. Now, because we're going past a double amber, and I know we are actually coming down a station approach here, I'll bring us down a bit more. There's another Voyager, so that's what they look like. Sorry. And there's a couple more 225. So yeah, Neville Hill is quite a busy little depot. So I'll bring us down, like I say, about 50. That down there, that's like a Hunslet Tilcon, I believe it is, or Ticon, I can't remember the name of the company there. That's a little cement plant, I believe, in the Hunslet area of Leeds. This is where the shunting accident occurred, where the 800 biffed a HST and wrote the HST off. Okay, approaching a red aspect, so I'm actually going to go quite a lot harder on the brake now, because this is a steeper slope than it appears to be. And we just need to make sure we draw up to the signal at a stand. So I won't be over the ramp no faster than like about 25, which is about what we were at. I'll just bring our speed right down. And then just notice that's floating. Oh well. There we go, single amber. So what I'm going to do is just bring us down to 25 now for this segment. Even though it's a 55 limit in this area. Yeah, it was a 35 actually down here. But if I go a little bit slower, we shouldn't catch the train ahead up as quickly, is the plan. So we're being held behind a Voyager that's coming in. So that'll actually be another Voyager that left Newcastle just before us. That'll be him. I think I found our thumbnail for the day. I'm just going to go bonk, debonk. Quick turn the hood on, just grab a screenshot. See, I'm creeping up to this thing. Still moving. I'm not stopped yet. You can see I am still moving at about 1 mile an hour. There we go. Got the road again. This should be us cleared in at the station. Well, actually, no, so there's one more red that we could be checked at. So just going to be careful, and then we'll go from there. What I'll actually do is I'll just put 15 in the window now, because 15 is the line speed within the station, and that'll be the maximum speed that the train ahead of us can achieve. So therefore, we shouldn't exceed that speed, because then we start catching up again, and there's no point doing that. I do feel like I've achieved something on this journey already, you know. I've actually done this far on TransPennine in reality. So I've not got on TransPennine all the way through to Manchester yet. No, I don't actually. The Pennine's properly by train. The closest I've gone to that is doing the sort of the TransPennine route by train is I've gone obviously down to Leeds. So I did Newcastle to York on LNER because, you know, yeah, comfort. I then went across on Northern and then did went with Northern over to Rochdale. And yeah, wish I had my Priv card that day. Would have saved me so much money. So one of the perks of working in rail is you get 75% off leisure travel, or it's basically leisure or residential travel. So you travel to work or your time off. Everything else is sort of done at standard, talk rate basically. So got to go up to 25 because we're cleared in, and then it'll be a 15 at the end here. So I'm just going to blip the speed up slightly, then go back down, and then I'll go down to 15 as well with a bit of brake. Got a 185 coming out towards us. So it's truly a transitional era on the railway. We're a little bit behind timetable, I believe, but it's fine. Like I say, we're just going to come in at 15, and we're going to stop at the end of the platform here at Leeds. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little video. I have a lot actually. It's not a long drive, but it's definitely a fun one and one that I enjoy. Next part, we'll be doing the Huddersfield line by Dovetail Games between here in Leeds and Manchester, Victoria. Then the last part will be the ATS Manchester Victoria to Liverpool Lime Street Run. In real life, the Newcastle crew gets off the train here and hands off to a Leeds crew or a Manchester crew who take it further. But as far as I'm aware, at least. But yeah, pretty cool little run. And you can see we're in Leeds now. Leeds is really difficult to populate in a realistic way, so I don't, basically. That was weird. So I'm just going to take it out of drive now. Gentle blip the brake. Actually a bit more brake now because we're just going to stop against the signal at the end. Booking it in a little bit there. There we go, and we'll just bring the train to a stand and release the doors. C and U, which, yeah, the doors are released. There we go. So, welcome to Leeds, folks. That's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to see more from me on a regular basis. And we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.